world is hella tight. Tighter than them bitches in Havana.
They kind of loose, ain't they? Wake them up! Wake them up! It's playoffs! Second round, baby! Oh, there they are.
They got the check this week, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get this. Oh, there I am. Yeah.
Hot mic.
Yes, right out the gate, Jamaicans. Welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers. I am your host, Bogart Scott Free, here with my esteemed colleague, The Goo. We're in the second round of the playoffs. What's happening, Goo?
Oh, man, it's that time, you know what I mean? Conference finals, you know what I mean? You're in the Final Four, most of your leagues.
Woo!
It's time to get that money.
Woo! Okay, real quick question of the day. How stupid is Week 17 playoffs?
It's retarded.
It
But,
is, right?
I mean...
Is there, like, 'cause you can make an argument for anything. Is there an argument for this?
Well, it's
Like,
going to be the
because
Super Bowl for if it's not, right? So it's a championship game.
Yeah,
so,
but it's usually a 2-week thing.
Right. So, I mean, it's only two people pretty much having the whole free agent pool. So, I mean, yeah, you might have a guy like Lamar sit, but you have, like, lots of options. So, I mean...
Oh, you mean you'll have Bob Griffin III?
Bob Griffin. Yep, he'll be in there. I mean, hey, why not?
And
You can get real creative because I've played some Week 17 like finals with the 2-week matchups, and you have to get creative.
Did you thoroughly shit on the commissioner?
The commissioner hasn't. He hasn't made the playoffs in this league. It's only ESPN. That's like a standard ESPN thing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It's so their leagues are like 2-week playoffs. And only 4 teams make it, and like that's their standard. So the one ESPN league I'm in, I'm the back-to-back champ. As of right now,
Stun on them.
Went 10-3.
Jamaicans.
Oh no, 11-2 this year. Excuse me. Ran off 11-2, and I'm in the finals. My girl's in the finals too. She's playing the other side, so it's a, you know.
Oh yeah, it looks
it's a clean
good for
sweep.
the home front.
It's a clean sweep, and if we both win this week, and we're both, it's like yeah. But I don't like the 2-week matchup. But yeah, no, it's the only league I'm in like that, so I deal with it.
Yeah, because you know what? I've never experienced anything like that. The first league I was ever in was the ESPN league, and I remember it was like a mid-season like uproar. Like, mind you, this is like my first year playing, and it was like a full season even. But it was like, you know, it's like a mid-season uproar where they were like, people started realizing, they're like, no, fuck that. And I was like, what's wrong with that? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's right. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers... Like there's a strategy to it, kind of, where it's like you gotta have like you want to target shittier team guys, I guess, because you know they're gonna rock with you the whole way.
Exactly. That's kind of like it's like NBA. Fantasy NBA is kind of like that. So toward the end of the year, all the good teams start resting their guys and sit them out. So like if you got a guy like
there was no one that won fantasy championships with Gurley last year.
No, he didn't do shit last year.
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like that's one of the caveats. Like. Where it's like, you know, people could argue that in Week 17 shit. Well, you know, my opponent, he had, you know, Lamar Jackson, and you know, if it wasn't for the Week 17, I wouldn't have won it because then he didn't have large. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he'd become mortal because some of those like, a guy like Lamar, you know, if he's like, there's only a couple guys, but like, or a team that's pretty much clinched, like a Niner. If you're riding on like Jimmy G or you know, Mostert and all those guys, like. They might be sitting that last game if we're up 2 games on Seattle.
Let's just talk real quick about the Thursday nighter, because that shit's already in the books. Ravens smacked. Like, let's talk a little bit about Lamar Jackson.
Yes,
like,
please.
How fucking amazing is he? I mean, that's a stupid question. Here's a better question. How dope is Greg Roman?
I think you give Greg Roman a little more credit than he may deserve.
Okay, Lamar Jackson's an incredible talent. But correct me if I'm wrong. He couldn't throw the ball worth of shit last year.
He could. It wasn't great. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
I mean, what Greg Roman did was they realized, and Harbaugh, all of them, they realized what Lamar is, and they shaped their team around Lamar. Instead of like most NFL like franchises where they get a player and they tell you to fit into their scheme or to their system. Instead, they straight up said, we got to run a college offense. If you look what he ran at college, he was doing exactly this in college.
Read option,
throwing bombs, running all up and down the fucking field.
Yeah.
Like, this was Louisville Lamar. That's where I got the name. I heard on Monday night, Lamarvelous. I like that one.
Ooh, I like that one too.
Yeah,
I didn't hear
Lamarvelous.
that one.
I don't know who. I think
I like Louisville Lamar though, because
that's original. It's original.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a fantasy, real fantasy playmaker's original. Well, okay, because this is what I'm saying is like, do you think we have on our hands another Belichick Josh McDaniels tandem?
Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
Absolutely
Because
not.
so you think they can let Greg Roman walk because he's gonna have people knocking on the door.
Greg Roman is probably going to leave after this year because he's gonna be high in demand. And if this is a copycat league,
Yeah.
So like everybody's going to be trying to find that and mock that, and then if they're going to want a guy like that to implement.
Imagine he goes to the Chargers. Like, I mean, maybe they don't fire Anthony Lynn, but say they do. I think that'd be a good spot for him to go. Then they'll draft Tua, because Tua should be falling, and Chargers will.
Tua's like got a bad injury too.
Yeah, I know that's why he's gonna fall like bad in the draft.
Yeah,
but then it's
probably
like
redshirt him for a year too.
Yeah, exactly, and Rivers is good for one more year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then but because Tua is that type of quarterback that could fit a Greg Roman system.
I don't know if he is.
Yeah, he's mobile.
He's more pocket. See,
Is
there's a difference. Like there's been a lot of mobile quarterbacks that come out. Jalen Hurts coming out is mobile.
Oh, okay,
Kyler is mobile. You know what I mean? Guys like that. But
Yeah,
like,
true.
They're not Lamar. Lamar is like, he's a different beast.
He's
He's the same animal and a different beast at the same time. Shout out Kobe Bryant.
Yo, Lamar Jackson is what tripped me out is the whole process last year. He didn't do the combine, huh? Or
I don't think he did.
I don't think so either. In my memory, if he did, he definitely didn't run, because it's like everyone wanted him to be like convert to a receiver or be like a return man or some shit.
Right, Bill Polian. You know who Bill Polian is?
Yeah, he's one of the guys who put his opinion.
He used
weighs
to be
heavy.
He used to be a GM. He put together the Colts.
Yeah, he's like
teams,
a
all
scout.
Yeah, he was a GM
Nowadays
he's not a scout anymore. He's just like a talking head now.
Oh, okay.
But he used to be a GM.
I'm aware of him though.
Right,
Yeah.
and so he now on ESPN he came out last year and he was like the guy that said Lamar should change positions to running back.
Oh yeah, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so he was
that
that
guy's
guy.
an idiot.
So like, yeah, that's how it always is. Whenever you see a black athletic quarterback come out, they tell him they got to change positions because they don't. But like, that's because there's always been an unwillingness to shape an offense around those guys.
Ooh, good point.
You know what I mean? Instead of they want them to be pocket passers and they want them to be this and scramble, but like Lamar is a straight running back and he throws like.
Yeah.
He's both. Like he's the
'cause,
best
like,
running quarterback I've seen. He's not a scrambler. He's a runner.
What I like about him is because these bad secondaries, he is gonna shred them. And then like if the secondaries are tight, like whenever he played against like the Steelers or something, then the short game he's killing it. Like he's like,
well, they have an advantage with him because if he's a runner, you have an extra man in the box to block.
that's true. So you're gonna see a lot of man coverage,
And yes,
single
and
coverage.
so you always have you're either even a hat on a hat, as they say, or you're up one head and you got a lead blocker running right in front of you. You see how he threw Nate Boyle or Nick Boyle, on one of those outside runs, he threw him into the damn just because he's got guys running in front of him.
He threw him open.
No, he didn't throw the ball. He threw he pushed him into the guy that he needed to
Oh,
block.
okay. I know players.
They kind of dove and pushed him at the same time, but it's like you just got guys running in front of you wide open because like you can't find the ball right when it's snapped, and then he's gone. He's the fastest quarterback and like.
Did you hear about
It's crazy.
Tim Ryan?
Oh yeah.
His comments?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually talked about it on my other podcast. Shout out to the head pod the
I
Wave.
love Tim Ryan, by the way. His brother coached my nephew's baseball team.
Okay. Yeah, Tim. You know what's funny is because like I had to look up. Like I remember one time you referenced him on the podcast.
I did.
Yeah, you were like Tim Ryan said that. I think I was saying like I said something like I think Stephon Gilmore is the best corner in the game right now. You're like Tim Ryan just said that.
Oh, shit.
And I go, who the fuck is Tim Ryan? And you're like,
He's the Niners guy.
yeah. And then you're like, you don't know who Tim Ryan is? I'm like, I know who he is. I was just like, who the fuck is he to me? You know what I mean? Like, but it's like, but also I was just getting defensive because I hate it when people like listen to the show and they go, oh, I heard so-and-so say what you said. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't fucking listen to that guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? That guy's smart then. How about that?
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Like,
exactly.
you act like the great minds don't think alike. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Just always wanted to, you know what I'm saying, quick wrap before we get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Right out the gate. Follow us at the GMM Network. Follow me at Bogart Scott Free World. Follow my esteemed colleague, The Goo, at the Guru 408.
I don't think we're out the gate at this point anymore. I think we were like
Well, it's
one
still
lap
beginning.
in almost.
Still the
we're on
beginning.
first lap.
Well, you know me. I'm like a rounding guy. You know what I mean? Like if motherfucker owes me like $450, he definitely owes me $500. You know what I mean?
Oh, because the juice.
Yeah, but then see, if I owe someone $50, I'd be like, I don't even owe you shit, dog. It's $50. I'm immediately rounding down to 0.
50, huh?
I don't know.
That's a tough number to round down.
Oh, well, you know, if it's me owing somebody, oh, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay, so, you know, we're in a 2-minute drill. It's week 15. It's real serious. We'll go game by game. But, you know, we're really going to talk about the pressing, you know, shit that we're dealing with. And then we'll get some DFS in there, too, because it is a fun night.
Oh, yeah, we'll
set
my FanDuel lineup.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is, like, I think I'm good at finding the little nooks and crannies, guys. And it's like, but then
You are good at those.
But you're great at the chalk and the correct chalk. You know what I mean?
I try. I'm not always right.
You know who's gonna be low owned and is a smash today? This week?
Who's that?
Your man, Julio Jones.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
You like him?
I'm low key worried about that game for our Niners.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because we're so beat up, and like I feel like it's a real thing that people sleep on certain shit. Oh, it's Atlanta. We're good. You know, no.
Oh, yeah, no. We just came off the hardest 3-game stretch in NFL history.
Yeah, but don't sleep on these guys.
They shouldn't.
Yeah.
Especially with Seattle right there, one game
Exactly.
back. They can't
Like,
sleep.
Every game's a Super Bowl right now.
Oh, yeah.
But see, that's the one thing that, too, is kind of sucks, too, because it's like everyone's playing to die every week, and niggas is dying.
Wow, I just seen right now, it's hard to shift out of this. Juju just got ruled out.
Yeah. I was going to bring that up when we got, like, he re-aggravated his knee injury yesterday.
Oh.
In practice.
And you know what? I'm going against Juju.
There you go. Well, you know what?
Did you make the call?
I made the phone call.
I appreciate you, dog.
You know what I'm saying? You know what, dog?
Appreciate
I might have some Deontay Johnson aspirations in DFS this week.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
I bet he.
It's kind of hard to chase that, though.
It's a bad matchup. But that I also don't like that for my James Conner that I'm rolling.
Well, but see, and that's the thing is like, no. If James Conner plays, he's good.
He's playing.
Yeah, he's good. He's playing. That's right.
Playing.
And it's not like he just got limited this week and he's gonna go. He's been limited for weeks, and then like, you know what I mean?
Oh, he grabbed Deontay Johnson, son of a bitch.
Well, I mean,
it's actually
but
better.
you know what though? The two outside corners are groovy.
Tre'Davious and
I forget the other guy.
I don't know the Coleman. No.
No, it's Damn, you know what? I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. You know why?
It's week 15.
You know why I'm not? I know, right? But also because like Buffalo's, they're kind of on my. They've been a matchup I've kind of avoided. Where it was like, even when I look down the road, if I didn't have if I might have had someone playing against Buffalo like that, like if I had any Steelers right now, like knowing like I had Steelers coming up this week, I probably would have traded them a long time ago. Plus, any Steeler you had probably would have got traded anyway this season.
They lost all their value.
I know, dude.
I got James Conner for cheap as fuck. And I gave away Juju earlier in the year. If you actually listened to the show, you saw the ups and downs of my Juju and Sonny Michel this season.
But still, though, I think it's just
all bad.
His is a real. It's not like they're making business decisions. Like he really was trying to get out there, and you know, what I mean, he's probably going hard in practice too to try to show Tomlin, like, yo, no, I'm good. Oh shit! Drop that
fumble.
Yeah.
Okay, that was an interesting one. Just to see that right now.
Hit me with the first game, Goo. Let's do this thing.
The first game? What I mean, well, shit. Well, you told me you were worried about this Niner game. Let's just clear this out and then move on from the Niner Falcon game.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that you're worried about? Julio having some monster game?
No, I'm saying like,
who's gonna put up the points? Like, who's gonna score the touchdowns for Atlanta?
You could like. Here's the one thing. I was gonna say you could run on us, but like we game plan well for what's his name, for Kamara. You know what I mean? And Murray actually, the power run game is you can get to us with that.
I don't think Freeman does much.
But Freeman's not one of those guys, right?
They're not gonna have a run.
But you know who it is? It's gonna be Hooper and Julio.
Oh, Hooper, the homecoming. There's some juice there.
Oh, that's right. He's from
Stanford
he's a
grad.
local kid.
He's a Stanford grad. All right, I don't know.
I hella fucking stepped on the roach right when I went to go get it.
Oh, nice. I think this is a Raheem the Dream game. A Raheem the Dream Mostert. That's my
You know what?
DJ Mustard, as you say.
You know what? I love a good revenge narrative.
For who? For Kyle Shanahan, right?
And
This is
for
the Falcons.
one
He's gonna
Tevin
wanna-
Coleman.
Oh no, that's no. Don't say that.
I'm just saying, like
They
I'm-
kind of buried him. I think they're just kind of
Like,
letting him
you
get.
know-
He
you
might
know-
not be fully healthy.
You know what they've been doing? Going with giving the hot. Okay, coming out of the year, right? Coming out of the preseason, they had labeled Breida the 1A,
Right. It was
Right?
Brady Coleman.
right? And then Coleman Coleman gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? So then from then on, it was like they'll start whoever they name the starter, and then if the hot hand is the other guy, they roll with him.
Right.
But I like it because that's what I think a good football team should be, like hard to teams want to find their identity. It's hard for teams to grasp what we are week to week. Cuz look at what we were in the beginning of the year, running like shit, right? Then
Right.
we get a receiver like Manny Sanders, and now we're hella balanced. And now that even opened it up for Kittle, because it was like you can just game plan for Kittle, you know what I'm saying, before we had Sanders, and then our running backs are getting off nasty. Because you know what I'm saying? Or even the fact that like there's so much going on, right? That people just lose track of Kendrick Lamar born identity. You know what I mean? Like how
There's
the
a lot
fuck
going on. There's a lot going on. With
yeah,
that.
there's a lot going. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm honestly, I don't believe nothing in Tevin Coleman besides the revenge narrative. You know what I mean? Yeah,
They'll
because
give him,
I think
they might give him 6 carries this week.
and like Mostert, like
He's hot right now, though.
Aside from that 19 touch game, the 19 carry game against Baltimore, and I think
And last week he got off.
yeah, but how many touches did he get last week?
Last
It got
week?
scaled back. He was just extremely efficient again.
He's always been efficient though.
I know.
No one really gets like crazy work. Let me see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like no one, like even when Coleman was the guy, quote unquote, like he
10
never
carries,
he never
yeah.
saw more than 13
Right.
carries
So
in a
it'd be
game.
the same thing. 13, 12 touches.
Yeah, see, he's
But
super
it was
efficient.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, so it's like if you're getting good Mostert production out of those amount of touches, then you can't really expect him to like, because he's the lead dog, quote unquote, that he's gonna get like this big massive workload. That's just
He's just gonna get this
He's gonna get
guaranteed
his.
10 to 15 touches.
Yes.
The Tevin Coleman job that he had.
yeah.
And Tevin Coleman's now in the Mostert role where he's getting like 3 to
And
6.
it has a lot to do with Breida's snap count and his touches, being what it is because of probably, he's still not 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the Niners, they're gonna smack them.
But yeah, but we should smack. You know what I'm saying? But also it's just like
Who's
look
gonna
at-
have the big game
We're
for
down.
Atlanta?
We're down
Hooper's
Tart.
there, right? Yeah.
We're down like
Sherm.
We're down Tart.
You see Janoris
Sherm.
Jenkins got released?
What?
Janoris Jenkins and Terrell Suggs got released today. 2 guys I think we can both kind of
Hey,
use.
if he comes in, dude, we might even fly him.
But
in.
they released him because of a tweet, an offensive tweet apparently.
Oh, I like that.
So he's not
Because
hurt.
our organization
Yeah,
has
they might
done
not-
things like release a guy straight
I don't even know
outright.
what he
Like
said.
what's his name?
No, it took us a while. It took us a while to release Ruben and all that.
Yeah, that's right.
Who did
And
Ray
that was a
McDonald
bitch.
stayed
That
a
bitch
while?
was lying on him too.
Was she?
Yeah, she was lying on him the whole time.
Who, Alden or Ruben?
on the Ruben. Oh, the Alden shit was 100% all legit. that guy's a weirdo. No, but yeah, the Ruben shit, like that shit, it was the bitch lying on him.
He can't. That guy can't.
He lied. He lied.
Is that what happened?
That's why when the Redskins, remember they got shit for picking him up for claiming him off waivers, right? But then they got a Doug Wilson.
What team? Who are we talking about?
We're talking about the Redskins. Their president of scout or whatever the fuck it is. His name is. It's the guy that won the first black winning Super Bowl.
Doug Williams.
Doug Williams, right? So
Okay.
he comes out and is like, look, you know what I mean? There's a bunch of people out here that have done way worse things. You know what I mean? Like he came out in his defense because they swooped him up real fast, and then like a month later, it turns out the bitch was lying again.
Trying to get that money.
Yeah, trying to get that money. So then Boom's like, oh, okay, Boom, now you can play. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, we couldn't wait a month.
Yeah, he's trash though.
Yeah, but still, it was just, it becomes.
That
one of
opened the door for one Fred Warner.
You know what though? I like the fact that oh, you know what's funny? That's when I was looking for this. That's the other roach. This is the one we're smoking right now, huh?
I don't know. What
I don't
happened
know.
over there.
Anyway, I digress. No, okay, so back to the game. I think, obviously that defense, you know what I'm saying, we should be able to score a ton on them. I mean, they're susceptible. You're loving George Kittle in this. Even in DFS, if you can
Sanders
find...
and Debo, all of them, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody smash, right?
Yeah, should be.
At home.
I mean, why not?
All right, we're gonna.
I don't see a reason.
Let's jump off this game. I
Yeah.
think we all know what's gonna happen.
Let's not jinx it now.
No, let's not jinx it, but we're all confident. We're an 11-2 football team. We should be
Bang,
confident. Bang bang. Yes. Another game. My favorite game of the day. I don't think it might be anyone else's, but Houston and Tennessee. That's gonna be a great game.
This is gonna be. You know what? You know what's crazy?
Tennessee is gonna win.
Low key, Derrick Henry's might be on like a real pitch count on this one.
Really?
Yeah, he in practice all week, and like
You think they need him to practice?
I mean, but no, he's been always taking the Wednesdays off. You could tell we're not Derrick Henry owners.
I should be.
I know, right? But check
He
this
was
out.
there everywhere, Sony.
I
while
know,
was taking
and it was
Sony.
just like, ha, chasing those points from the last 4 games. When you think about it now,
And now he's like he's second highest price on FanDuel right now. He's like 92 right now.
Yeah, and like he is the smash play, but it's like it's just the injury might be serious, is what I'm saying.
Let me look this up.
Yeah.
Let me look this up.
Yeah, okay, yeah, look that up.
Who's the Derrick Henry owner in the GKL?
It should be a goddamn bloodbath, that game. I mean, Tannehill has been the epitome of efficiency.
He's on fire right now. I mean, this Houston D doesn't scare me. They don't look like
not at all.
And
But
Houston's kind of
here's the
reeling
thing,
right
though.
now.
Houston shows up on the games that they quote unquote have it circled on the calendar. So these divisional games, they've been stifling guys. Like aside from maybe last week against Denver, you know what I'm saying? They've been keeping these games pretty close. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, and for God's sakes, just 2 weeks ago they stifled the goddamn Patriots. You know what I mean? Like,
And then they shit the bed against Denver.
yeah.
So they might be good looking at this game, though. I expect it to be a good game.
I tried to look it up because someone said this on a podcast, but they said something like Romeo Crennel's like 1 and like 11 against rookie quarterbacks.
Really?
Something like that,
Right.
yeah. But he might be like
Tannehill's not a rookie.
no, but I'm just saying like last week shit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. I heard on a podcast that Romeo Crennel is old and senile.
Oh yeah.
That's what I heard.
Whoever said that got it right. Hey, because you know what? Okay, tell me you're not old and senile. Where because you have your glimpses of that magic that you had as a young man, right? Like you go out there and you beat up the Patriots, and then the senile part kicks in. Or maybe the senile part kicked in when they beat the Patriots. Like you need a little match crazy with evil. You know what I mean? And then, because he's like senile, like I said, right? And then he's just an old man that doesn't know nothing. That there's no film to study on. You know what I mean? Because that's why I figure he's like 1 and whatever against. I mean, that might even be worth looking up, but fuck that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hold on. All right. So who do you got winning that game?
You know what? I like Houston in this.
I think Tennessee's just on fire right now.
No, because you know why? Okay, what does Vegas have this?
That's a great question. Let's see here.
Because they're in.
I want to say, if I'm gonna say it's in Houston, it's gonna be damn near pick 'em. I'm gonna say Houston minus
because
2
of the
maybe.
way. Okay, I like that. Let's go with that. Maybe I'll say minus 2.5. Ha.
There you go. Let's see. I'm on. NBA. Let me get over to football. I don't know though. Derrick Henry, they did say he's gonna play. He played. 60,
he's gonna play.
He had 60% of the snap count last week. So
and that's down. That's down from his normal like 75.
Yeah, but he's still way efficient in 60%.
Yeah. And this is a smash play. You know what I mean? And that line is just
Tennessee
mashing.
-3.
Ooh.
See? That's,
wow. It's in
Tennessee. It's in Tennessee. I thought it was.
Ooh, okay.
But still, the total's 51. That means that Watson and Tannehill are going to act up in this game.
Yeah.
That's going to have to happen.
And because see, here was what I was going to say about this is a bloodbath, because I think it's going to be more passing, and they don't pass it to Mark Henry, to Derrick Henry. Mark Henry's estranged son.
Mark Henry. Sexual chocolate.
The strongest man in the world.
Mark Henry might be Derrick Henry's dad.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, look it. This is not like I'm not being like stereotyping or being like, you know, anything that people might say it would be this, but he might not know his dad. I'm just saying it's a good
Junior
assumption.
sexual chocolate? Is that Derrick Henry?
That's what I'm saying, dog.
What do we have? Mini sexual chocolate?
Mini sexual.
That's great.
That's funny.
That's a great one. All right. So you like Houston to win. I like Tennessee. We're
I like
split
that.
There.
Because
you
know
can
what?
roll out all those.
You know
can
why?
roll out an AJ Brown. This game, right?
You get your ass beat and embarrassed
They're showing
to
up.
Denver.
But it's like
You're
they were
gonna-
looking at
and-
Tennessee in this game.
And
They had to have him.
Adoree Jackson is not that guy,
No.
right? And there's no Malcolm Butler, who used to be that guy to a degree. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, there are other corners I don't know anything of them, so it's like this seems. And Will Fuller could be back, but you know what? Gives a fuck if he's back. You know what I mean?
It's not personal here.
But you know what though? You know what?
Boom again.
Shout out to Will Fuller, because when he's there, technically, it helps
The whole team. It helps.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
It just takes from him. That shit taken from my man Nuke Skywalker. But like, and you know what too? It's like Nuke is someone I'd try to pay up, and in DFS this week, and I'm like almost fully fading AJ Brown, and I might be like DFS suicide this week.
Because everyone's gonna be riding that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a
You
trend.
know what? That's the game to stack too.
I think you could play him though. I don't know about DFS, probably not, but
Oh no, you're definitely playing him. Like, because his snap count is there now, and like he's the number one. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, we're off that game. We'll move on. Chicago at Green Bay. What's your vibe on this game?
Right out the gate, I kind of like Chicago in this, but it's in Green Bay. But it's just the way Chicago's been playing. Like, I think they found a groove. You know what I mean? With just Trubisky running.
They got the
You know what I'm
total at 40.5. Kind of a low total. Should be an ugly game.
Yeah,
right?
but you could run on both these teams. You know what I mean? And both these teams utilize running backs a lot in the passing game too. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though David Montgomery only gets like two targets a game, one target for sure a game, like, but he probably does average like 2 a game.
He's trash too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
I just want to say that.
I'm just saying you could have your way with running backs on Green Bay's front, and then you could run up the gut on Chicago like crazy. You know
All
what I
right,
mean?
Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams. What's your take on those two? Confident starts?
I mean, you have to start them. Like, seriously, you know, like, it's just, this is that time of year. Like, you know, maybe 5 weeks ago, if they were playing the same matchup, you would have said, and I would have said, oh, you have to start them, and then you would be like, do you have to? You know what I mean? But this is
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, Adams against the Bears. What if you have a guy like, say, Devontae Parker sitting on your bench, and he's healthy and he's active, in a good matchup against the Giants who just cut Janoris Jenkins?
I would try to get them all. And you know what's funny, too? Is
So say you had to choose.
But even first of all,
That
even
was
to
the
get
choice.
specific, they've been using Jenkins as a slot receiver the past 2 weeks.
Slot corner?
Slot corner, yeah.
Right.
So and I think that's probably why. No, they said it was a tweet, right? I was gonna say that might be why they cut him, because he just wasn't handling either.
Maybe it was an offensive tweet against slot receivers.
Ooh,
I don't know. But
it was a racial slur.
I
It
don't
was
know.
about Edelman.
You
wasn't it?
let's look
He
up the
said
tweet.
something about-
Let's look up the tweet.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's look
Okay,
up the tweet.
no, I'll wax poetic while you do that. But yeah, like, okay, Adams, he's gonna have. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be one of those fun things I love to watch just in games in general, where it's gonna be Devontae Adams on and Kyle Fuller, and we're gonna see a ton of that, because they're gonna be foolish to try to put like a banged up Prince of Mukamara on him ever, and if he was, then he would double him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I love their safeties over there. Eddie Jackson, who's the other kid? Used to be with Green Bay.
He called a fan retarded.
Oh, come on, dude. Call him a dumbass. They know you can't drop the R word these days.
The R word.
That's up there with the N word and the F word now.
It's like fuck is more acceptable than
Yeah, then the F word.
than the R word.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
You know what? That's
Calling
we
someone a
should.
retard. And said he was
I know.
unapologetic about it.
You know what?
As
I'll
he
tell you
should
this
have
much. Janoris Jenkins is a real R word for that.
He ain't tripping. He gets the last 3 games off.
Hey,
His
but you know what? Come
already
to the
guaranteed.
Niners.
He's gonna sign somewhere, right?
And you know what we'll tell him to do? We'll tell him to like go to like a special needs that start a special needs foundation or some shit. You know what I'm saying? The Janoris Jenkins Foundation for the R word challenged.
Wow. Hey. Okay, so back hold on.
Take a turn for the
one
worse.
guy I need to ask you about, Anthony
Okay.
Miller. I need to know about Anthony Miller.
I like him in this game.
Even though the total's 40 and
It's because it's like,
they have to throw what?
I mean, like, okay, here's why I like Anthony Miller in this. The linebackers, they got speedier. Last year, they had a problem covering dudes over the middle, right? The Packers. Then they went and got the Smith brothers, Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith. But they're speedy linebackers, but they're getting at the quarterback. They're not, you know what I mean? So they're like slot receiver, and like I'm trying to think. Randall Cobb, what he did against Green Bay 2 weeks ago. Not Randall Cobb. Golden Tate.
Don't think it was much.
Okay, because then that's the last notable slot receiver I can think of. Either way, Anthony Miller, like, damn, he's gonna have to be efficient.
Golden Tate didn't play in that game. So.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, then you know.
Are we
what?
talking about Chicago or Green Bay?
No, we're talking about against when the Giants played against Green Bay.
Okay, yeah, he didn't play that game.
Okay, how about this? To Adams real quick. This is why I'm bringing this up, because I think this could be a game for. I think I like that over even.
Yeah, the Bears have kind of been throwing it more lately.
Yeah, and like they're gonna be without King, and then like what's his name? The other corner for Green Bay, Alexander. Mm-hmm. He hasn't been that great at all. You know what I mean? Like they've really tethered off. You know what I'm saying? And then so I'm saying Allen Robinson's I like him a lot in this game. You know what I mean? And the target concentration is it's really like Robinson. And then Miller as of late, but then last week it's kind of hard. Like recency bias is so effective right now, huh? Like it takes full effect during this time of year, where it's like, damn, last week, like,
hey, it's all year. It's all year. That's
like I bet you no one's considering putting the Magic Man in the lineup this week. But it's like if Parker's cleared, you roll him out.
Yeah, no,
Like I love him in DFS. The ownership's gonna be so low.
Parker. Speaking of Parker, he got a 4-year deal today.
Wow, good for him, dude.
4 for 40.
I hope fucking the Magic Man gets a deal then too.
I feel they really need to keep him and let him be the quarterback again next year. They're gonna go. What are they gonna do with Josh Rosen? He's terrible. Go get a new quarterback.
They are gonna get one.
Devontae Parker was only good with
the Magic Man. Well, he had some Tannehill spurts there.
But like he's been consistent every week except for last week.
And then he was great with Cutler until every time he was wide open. Because then Cutler would throw 50. He was love the 50-50 ball to his big receiver, right? Mm-hmm. But like his ball placement's so trash. Those guys are always getting hurt. You know what I mean? I think we had this conversation before.
Smoking Jay?
Oh yeah. He's just smoking away. He's like this too, like when they talk with it and it's just hanging out their lip.
Oh yeah.
Like he's smoking on the field.
Yeah, he doesn't run.
No.
I think that, you ever hear him say that? It's like, why do I need to run? I'm a quarterback.
He's like, yeah, exactly.
He's just he has a cigarette break
while they're all taking a lap.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Hey, guys, I'll catch up.
I'll be right there.
I'll catch up. He drives the cart everywhere.
You got a light? Anyone got a light?
Oh, that's
all right. Next game, Seattle, Carolina. Seattle's 6.5-point favorites.
You know what? I'd take Seattle to cover that.
They need this game, and they need to get. It's almost like a college situation. You got to come out and like put up 50 on them, 50 to 7 or something.
I don't like that narrative because I'm playing against Wilson, right? But you love that narrative because you.
No. You do have the narrative, yes, but I think they're.
But I think that's the most logical narrative.
No, they're not going to put up 50, but they got to come out and score fast.
Exactly, because the league knows these guys cannot play unless they have a lead.
Right. They can't catch up. They can't play catch up.
Russell Wilson, he has it in him to be the comeback hero and shit. We've seen him. It's Russell Wilson, right? But the game they want to play is get up fast
and run the
ball
out.
Yeah, and then because you know what they don't have? Any pass rush. Like their sack total is like at the bottom of the league. And then you know what's ironic is they're playing against Carolina, whose run defense is at the bottom of the league, but their pressures and their sacks are at the top of the league. They're like only behind us, which is crazy because they tethered off. They did a lot. They goes to show they did a lot early on. You know what I mean? But it's just still crazy. Like It's like so there is. I think that's why Vegas has it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like -6 only, because you would think one, they're on the road, right? It's in Carolina, right? But then still, it's like, wouldn't you think that it would be like a double digit, like, or at least like a 9-point game, 7 at least? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they think Carolina shows up, play spoiler, and they have no answer for
I don't
one
know.
CMC.
I don't. But see,
what's the problem with Seattle's D that I'm not understanding right now? Like you said, they can't get they're not making sacks.
They don't get at the quarterback, and then so people can run on them, right? I mean, not people can run on them. But you would think people can't run on them, but they are able to run on them. You know what I'm saying?
So CMC is like he's going to be CMC.
I mean, he should be. When is he not? Like, to be honest, like that's
There's
like
been a couple games this year.
Yeah,
But
but
you know.
The week 2 against Tampa?
Yeah, he's been
Even the next time he played Tampa, he got all them TDs, and he might not have had much yardage, but it's like okay, how about this? Last week, he still put up like 24 in DraftKings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's that.
And it was
he's
it was a really bad game.
He's so because he gets 10 catches in a bad game. So yeah, he's gonna get that. I mean, so he'll probably pop 1 or 2 though.
Yeah.
So
and then Lockett. I mean, damn, if there's ever a game.
One Lockett or Metcalf is gonna have a nice game in this one.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a very
you know what it is.
Statement,
it's a bad matchup for tight ends too.
I kind of think it's DK though is the guy on this one.
I think DK is like the number 1 over there.
Yeah, I mean Lockett's not like that guy. He never was. He's not Doug Baldwin.
And I think they brought in Gordon so he could run some of those routes.
He just runs a fucking slant and then he goes and sits on the sideline.
Exactly. I was gonna say, because with DK, they're having him stretch the field too, and that's Lockett's bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's drawing the number 1 coverage pretty much. So
it's true.
And when he was like the sidekick, he had his 70 targets. He was killing on the deep ball.
Oh yeah.
But now with all the coverage and the attention,
he ain't no Doug Baldwin. Hey, Doug Baldwin was really dope.
Yeah, he was.
He's like an angry fucker.
He was.
Like literally, like he was really angry.
Didn't he? Who did he get in a fight with? No, it was Golden Tate and Percy Harvin got in a fight.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking
Percy Harvin punched him or something.
Yep. Cause then it came out that he was fucking Russell Wilson's wife.
Who was?
What's his name? Golden Tate.
No shit.
Yeah. This is not no jaw right now. I'm not running no.
And he went and got Sierra after that.
Yeah, well, he let
her go.
But you know what he
Sorry,
said?
babe. Love you. Can't do it no more.
Immediately he was like, "This is God bless you. You know what I mean? I want the best for you, right? For sure he did.
Yeah.
I want the best for you in Golden." And he's like, "No, Russell, like no. He had just won a Super Bowl. Like I think it happened like during the halftime, like it was going on, and I think like he was making some kind of comment or some shit. That the story goes like he made some kind of comment to Russell Wilson. And Russell was just kind of like, keep your head in the game. And then Percy Harvin was like, what? Like, he stood up for Russell Wilson.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
No
stood up
shit.
for Russell Wilson and got in, like, Golden Tate's face. And then, like, I think he pushed him, and so he knocked him out. Golden Tate came out with a shiner.
Yeah, I remember that he had it was in the playoffs?
It was in the Super Bowl.
He had a shiner in the Super Bowl?
Yep. And Percy Harvin, you know what he does? See, and
Didn't he return a kick in that game?
One hell of a halftime, too. Knocks him out. Gets the ball. Runs all the way back.
He did return a kick, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Lord have mercy. It's Percy.
That's amazing. I like Percy Harvin.
I like him
a lot more.
I mean, I love
Tate,
him.
you little fucking weasel.
I know, what a bitch. That's why they're like, trade him away.
Yeah, he was gone.
Oh yeah, they traded him.
He was gone. All right, so let's get on that game. Dolphins Giants. Your boy Golden Tate's in that game. Or no one's boy, Golden Tate, obviously. Yeah. Percy Harvin's boy.
Don't bring your Golden Tate right
Darius
your woman.
Slayton. You like Darius Slayton? Is he a smash now?
You know what? It's like, if you want to think of the most similar to OBJ on the Giants, it would be Slayton.
Oh yeah,
he's the speed. He got speed. He could run routes, but like, like here's the one thing is like everyone should be in attendance, right? Like Evan Ingram's coming back.
I don't know if he's active. He was looking like he was gonna play.
He's trending.
Looking like
towards
he was gonna
play.
Yeah, he was practicing. Let me get the word on him right now. Because if he's in there though, you feel good rolling him out though, and like on a week 1 coming back.
Who?
Evan Ingram.
Not necessarily.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then you know what?
Never mind.
Then I like it because Golden Tate is gonna man more the slot. They push Shepard out wide, and like Shepard's always going to draw number one coverage. So he's gonna,
Shepard is, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
He's
Even with what Slayton's been doing and Tate, being out there,
okay.
they're just gonna lock on Sterling Shepard.
I can't remember the dude's name, right? I can't remember the other corner's name that took over in place of Xavier Howard, but whoever that fucker is, they're having him shadow guys. Shit, you might want to check that out. Oh no, we're good.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, but yeah. I mean, and plus, this is just. I might be wrong about that, but it's only like 4 games this kid flashed. I don't think that. I think if Sterling Shepard's on the field, and he is going to be, that's who's going to draw the number one coverage.
Okay. So you make me like Slayton a little bit more. So if you had to play Tate or Slayton in this spot.
If it's PPR, I mean, you know what's crazy? I've never really been a fan of chasing the points, right? But like Manning.
Miami. They are playing Miami.
Yeah, they're playing Miami.
Right.
And like all the guys like the Terry McLaurins of the world, the Scottish lad, you know what I mean? The Robbie Andersons, you know what I'm saying? These are the guys that are the fast guys. They're the guys that's winning on Miami.
Daniel Jones out again.
Yep.
So it's gonna be Eli at the helm.
Yeah. So and like I said, the closest to OBJ is like Slayton, and that's why I feel like you know what I mean. They're hitting them off with the slant. They're hitting them off, you know what I mean, with the short little crossing route. They were doing shit like that Manning used to favor OBJ with.
I like Slayton in the spot.
Anything
on Miami?
I can't.
Devontae Parker, you're rolling him out if you got him right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and like, I mean, the Isaiah Fords and all that shit. Like that's
feeling Isaiah Ford.
Yeah, that's just a DFS play, and that's really if there's no Parker, and Parker's been limited in practice, so like I'm pretty sure tomorrow we'll hear he gets cleared if he hasn't already got cleared. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then I'm going back to the Magic Man. Okay, I got some Magic Man stories real quick, from last week.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I love it that we're because we've been doing this, motherfuckers be hitting me. You know what I mean? Like people that I actually know. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, I love it because I'm like, smell the air, man. We're here. We're in the playoffs. But, instead they're panicking. You know what I mean?
Everyone does. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, bro, Kyler Murray or I picked up Ryan Fitzpatrick, dog. And it's like, I'm like, Ryan Fitzpatrick. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, I don't have no Murray anywhere. So it's easy for me to be like, yeah, fuck him. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's fucking terrible. But then I got a lot of, well, he's the guy that got me here. And I'm like, well, they do say, roll with your guys that got you there. You know what I mean? But that's usually something that people tell themselves when they know they're rolling their guy out in a bad matchup. You know what I mean? But I'm like, in this case, it's a no-brainer to me. I'm like, then I brought up the fact, like, hey, I've won championships with Blake Bortles. I've won championships with Nick Foles. Like, sometimes you get there and that's just the matchup. And it's the better option.
Yeah, right? You got to roll it out. No loyalty when you're
So
there.
check this out. The game's going on. And there was 4 different individuals, I shit you not, and they all had Murray, and they all said the same thing. I picked up Fitzpatrick, blah, blah, blah. 3 out of the 4, they didn't listen to me. So they texted me during the game, fuck yeah, I'm glad I didn't listen to you, bro. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Luckily, right, so, okay, not luckily, there was one guy that listened to me, right? And he ended up winning this match no matter, regardless of who he would have started, right? There was one of those other 3 that didn't listen to me. He lost by 1 point.
Oh, and that was the one.
The Magic Man put up 1 more point than Murray did.
That's tough.
But see, I wasn't like I tried to tell you, bro. I felt for him because
that's agonizing.
And I told him too. I go, sometimes when you're seeking out like a podcast or you're seeking out someone's rankings, you're looking for someone to agree with what you already made your mind up on. So when you're asking me Kyler Murray or Ryan Fitzpatrick, you want to play Murray, you already have your mind made up, but you're waiting for someone that you
to justify it for you.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And in that case, you know what I mean? I didn't tell him what he wanted to hear. He went the other direction. And then he talked shit when I'm glad I didn't listen to you, dumbass. And it's like speaking before you even seen what Murray was finna do. You know what I mean? And like, what my case was against Murray? I'm like, they got speedy linebackers with the Steelers. They're X out his run game now. His running floor, X it out. He had 2 yards rushing.
True.
You know what I mean? Then I go, it's going to be tight coverage. And he doesn't have a tight end to speak of, because at least with the tight coverage outside, you might get a tight end over the middle or running down the field wide open because the safety's like, you know what I mean? In the box or some shit. None of that. I was like, Kyler Murray's a sit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. It was, I mean, I wouldn't have felt good playing him. I'd have looked for anybody on the free agents. I would have loved to roll out Magic Man. You know what I did.
Yeah.
I made the biggest blunder of them all. And I don't, and the fantasy gods, they didn't penalize me, bro. They let me still walk.
You want to hear
I played Fitzpatrick over Drew Brees, and I told everyone last week, if they listened, I was going to do it.
You want to hear a fucked up stat?
Give me the stat.
The Niners, the past 6 weeks, we've been giving up a top 5 QB performance, like on average.
So roll out Matt Ryan this week.
Oh yeah, dog.
Is that the?
He's my fucking DFS quarterback this week.
Is he?
Hell yeah. Because no one's gonna own him, and he's in a smash spot with all these injuries. And then also, it's like
they're playing from behind.
Exactly. So we kick the fuck out of their ass, and it wouldn't even matter. It's like dial up the garbage time.
Oh, okay. I like that. All right, let's break down another game here.
But you know, in your case, like if you don't think about no one over Watson.
No.
That's the play.
No. Not in that league.
Yeah.
I still have I'm kind of like Russell Wilson or Baker now because Baker's at Arizona.
You know what? Only Duck Hodginson has. Let's get to that game.
All right, let's go Arizona. And
so only Duck Hodginson hasn't scored, didn't have a smash play against the Cardinals because he's Duck Hodginson. And you know what's funny? Since week 1, Arizona leads the league in 8-man boxes. So it's like they were like he had to try to beat them. And then that also makes sense why the tight end has been so fucking infamous against them this year, because they keep that free safety in the box all day, and then it's like then they play man coverage on the outside, and the tight end is just open. You know what I mean? It's like, but see, Vance McDonald was in and out of that game. Then he left like early in the third, and he was already trash to that first half. It was just one of those things. But see, you have OBJ, who's essentially going to be a decoy. You know what I mean? And so this is a smash spot for Landry. Like, and plus it's like if Landry's almost been matchup proof. I remember getting questions about Landry when it was the Browns Patriots game, and I said, I even dug deep. I was like, you know, in every game Landry's played against the Patriots, he averaged 70 yards. You know what I mean? And then he got his 70 in that game. But it's almost like because no one's checking for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Landry's he's gonna eat in this one. Someone's got to, right? He's gonna be the one stable
guy. And then
guy.
both the running backs can catch the ball. More so Hunt, obviously. And like,
what about Nick Chubb? I rolled him out there in my DFS like mock lineup I first put out.
I love Chubb in this just because of the volume. It's still like I said, it's 8-man boxes, but they're gonna be without like Suggs. So it's like they might just be a bunch of idiots running around out there. Because, you know, Chandler Jones, all he does is get at the quarterback. He's not really he'll stop he'll help stop the run, but it's not like he's checking for that. You know, he's trying to get at the quarterback. You know what I mean? There's no Suggs. He's kind of like the voice on that team, like he would be. You know what I mean? I think Chubb has a big game here. Plus it's the volume.
Right. Like should be have their way with them, right?
Yeah. And then like, okay, I'm playing against Kirk this week. He's in a smash spot.
You talking about Kirk Cousins?
No, Christian.
Christian Kirk. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, Christian Kirk's in a smash spot.
You like him in this game?
Yeah, because those cornerbacks aren't living up to the reputation they're supposed to have.
They're not greedy enough?
No.
Okay.
Denzel Ward should be on him. I mean, the numbers just haven't been great for either of those corners. Hopefully, maybe because they've been playing banged up all year too.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like and it's indoors.
Like the Browns in it.
They should roll, right? I mean, or at least put up the numbers.
You know what's
that's
funny?
Like that Baker Russell Wilson one is like that one's bothering me because it's like Baker's got the better matchup, but Russell's got to come out and really like do something in this game.
Like throw touchdown passes at Chris Carson. Let's speak it into existence.
Yeah, okay. Hit a screen.
Yes.
I'll take him to throw.
Will it?
I would like that. I would like that a lot.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Because that's kind of like the hardest stack to have, huh? Because it's like the probability of that. Like,
it doesn't happen.
in the beginning of the year, I would have said, "Oh yeah," you know what I mean? Because we were seeing them use him in the passing game, but then I think they figured out like, all right, we shouldn't really, you know what I mean? Like, because him after like, do you remember that bobbling catch against?
Yes, and the touchdown. Right?
Oh yeah, they were like, "No, we're not throwing to you no more." No, for real though. Because you want a guy that can catch in stride and like, you know what I mean? Like he's like catching the ball and looking where he's gonna get hit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That doesn't happen very often. So we'll speak it into existence.
Yeah,
I like that. All right. So
I think that's the one time that.
So you're rolling out Russell over Baker. Confident.
Okay. Honestly, I'd say Russell, and this is solely because Baker is hurt in his hand. So like I use that as a deal breaker because I want to play everyone against Arizona. I want to play everyone against the Bengals. I want to play everyone against.
Are you sure he's got a hurt hand?
Yeah, remember he had the hand contusion. He was just fine. Like he was. It was. Remember he had to leave the game. It was the Miami game.
That was 2 weeks ago. But it's still there. I get it.
Yeah. That's the only. That's like I said. But it's like. But you know what's crazy? This is why I love Baker because he's fucking immature as fucking. He needs shit like that. I'm fucking hurt. And watch you say I won't throw 303. Say it. Oh no, I don't know, Baker. What about your hand? Oh, what about my hand? You know what I mean? Like it's almost like he needs that shit.
I like that.
And that'll probably be a more competitive game theoretically, if you were to ask me, because it's gonna be fast game pace. When teams that play the Cardinals, they average like 70 plays on offense. Maybe not they probably got brought down playing the Steelers, but it's probably been dwindling down.
They slowed down as the year went on.
Yeah, no, but especially since they came off the bye week. They came out that bye week and they just haven't looked the same like as we Like when they played the Niners, both times they looked good. You know what I mean? And that's how they were kind of
divisional games.
Yeah, sure. Good point.
All right, so we're gonna segue, and something we didn't. I don't know if it's on your radar, but this is the last game in Oakland coming up.
Yeah,
and they're gone.
So you think there's some sauce in the air for Oakland? Like you know, they got that extra.
I think Jacksonville wins that game.
I love them.
I think it's gonna be a good game though, but I mean. Oakland should come out. If they can't come out as rowdy as they've ever come out,
you know my man, the Ginsu, my man, Gardner, goddamn Minshew, the Ginsu.
He's coming to the town.
He's coming to the town. And you know what he's gonna say when he hops off that plane? You know what he said when he hopped off the plane? He said, "This is the land where pimping originated." You know what I mean? Immediately 10 hoes chose him. You know what I'm saying?
They had him
there. Yeah, they was like, oh, we want to. They came into calling him daddy. It was it. And he was like, look, bitches, wait outside. Wait outside. You know what I'm saying? And look, check this out. But you know what the second thing he said? He was looking around. This place needs a garden. You know what I mean?
One that's ran by a savage.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, dog. This.
Oh, pop that open.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get a look at that.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Hold on, playmakers.
We don't want our car to get towed here.
Yeah, it was okay. So we're on the Oakland game? Okay, so the Oakland game. I mean, first of all, I think there might be a Hunter Renfrow return here.
Okay.
It's I think, okay, first of all, you're hearing all this shit coming out of Oakland right now about like their injuries. Like for example,
Josh Jacobs is back, I believe.
Yeah. But okay, he's a smash play.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Okay, let me look up. I'm looking up the injury report right now. Well, yeah, I mean Jacksonville's trash against the run now.
Super bad for the last 6 weeks straight. They're averaging
plans to play.
They're giving up an average 200 yards to opposing running backs.
He's got a fractured shoulder though. It's a pain tolerance thing, right? At this point.
Yeah. Well, he got the MRI. It's nothing like it's nothing that he can't get shot up and play. Like did they hit him with the cortisone, numb the pain up? He's lowering his shoulder. But maybe the snap count gets scaled back just a tad. Here's the thing. I don't have any Josh Jacobs shares this year, but in DFS, right? I would love to play him because you could easily pivot off to DeAndre Washington because he will be the smash play. And if that's the case, then I go chalk as fuck anywhere because you're gonna save more money if he plays. I mean, if he doesn't play, he's super smash. Oh, how about my man the Gazelle came out and was like, "Look, y'all know I'm Tyrell Williams. You haven't seen Tyrell the Gazelle in a minute because this plantar fasciitis has really been fucking me. And it's like, oh, now it's plantar fasciitis. Which I believe, though, because they for real have him, like, doing nothing but, like, you know, taking away number one coverage. And I think we might have Renfro coming back.
So you like the Raiders in the spot? Sounds like.
Just the intangible.
DJ Chark is out of this game.
Yeah, that's
So you love some Chris Conley now, right?
Yeah, I got a claim on him. Oh, give me some Chris Conley in this bitch.
I gotta make a look real quick.
Yeah, get some Chris Conley. Even if you're just playing keep away. But also because Oakland
he's already on. Cool.
Oakland been a motherfucker that's given up, you know, the most 20-yard receptions. They were doing it again last week. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, they're just doing Raider things. You know what I mean? But what's Vegas got this one? Because I honestly like Jacksonville to cover it. Because I think I think it's -6 Raiders.
Is that
it might have went up.
Hold on, -6.5.
Yep.
Whoa!
See, I told you it went up. It went up because
so they
I love Jags in this.
No, hold on, you being
no, just like gambling wise, like I'm taking the Jags to cover this shit.
Yeah, it's like I mean, I guess
Leonard Fournette.
They're really
Leonard Fournette's
They're
gonna
really
run,
buying into it being the last game, and there being all kinds of hype and juice on this.
Yeah, but it's like what receive? Okay, I guess. Okay,
baller, the big baller.
Yeah, okay. How about this? Here's the real question: which tight end this week is gonna snake the baller's touchdown? Every week, someone else does it. And look at
Foster Moreau's on the IR.
I know, but then the next week, someone else did it.
I know.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, that shit is funny, dude. It's like, I mean, it's funny because I don't have them, so it's like because you know then I'd be hot, like you know what I mean. But it's just funny, like, damn, what the fuck? They get down there, like, okay, he's in the huddle, and then you know what I mean, and he's just already upset. Like, I know I ain't gonna get this shit. And then it's the whatever guy there. Are you ready for this, man? Hey, I bet you Derek Carr's his motivational speeches suck. He doesn't juice no one up.
He's not as good as Jameis. Let's just say that.
I hope he's about like God in it or something. Like, look, by the power of Christ, we're gonna win this game. Like, you know, because he's a Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's not.
Hey, listen though. Jameis's shit, the eat the W. You know what? You know what that is? Infamous.
It's infamous for sure. All right, so speaking of infamous, let's talk about that game.
Okay, hold on. Who did you have in that game?
In what, the Raider game?
Yeah. Kind of starting no one but Jacobs too on that side of the ball, and then I kind of would. If DJ Chark,
you bench Waller?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I'm sorry. Rephrase that. Oh,
Waller. You scared me for a minute.
No. You play Waller.
Yeah, Waller and Jacobs are the only guys.
It's a great matchup too.
Waller and Jacobs are the only guys I'm comfortable playing. On the other side, both receivers I like. Westbrook and
is Westbrook hurt?
Ooh, I didn't think so.
I mean, like, I think it was something that he was dealing with. No, because then it's like, it just makes me love Conley more. Because I might even like.
Nah, he's fine.
Okay.
He's fine. Nothing to report on. So yeah, I like both of those guys. I like Fournette. Those really it. I mean, if in a DraftKings maybe some Minshew, but I'm not really feeling that one. But I think there's gonna be some points in that game.
I would have loved the Ginsu as a streaming option if Chark was there.
Okay, so you
but yeah,
pivot
he's
off
out.
that.
So yeah, I pivot off.
All right. A couple other games. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Tampa, Detroit. Our boy David Blau back in the lineup.
Okay.
Bling Blau.
Listen.
Jameis, hold on. I gotta check.
Let's get some information.
I gotta see what the report is on him. Obviously, he's got the hurt hand.
Love him.
We know you do.
Listen. I thought
Bruce Arians confirms Jameis as Week 15 starter. There it is. Per Yahoo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And he graduated from the tennis ball to the real football today.
Back to throwing footballs, yes?
I love
that's
you,
enough.
I love you, Jameis.
So Jameis is going to be out there.
Listen, Jameis is one of those guys that I was always laughing when people were about him. You know what I mean? But like, this Bruce Arians thing, it's like I trust in Bruce Arians so much to produce a high-end fantasy quarterback because he does this. That, you know, I love that. Because of Bruce Arians, I got to come around on Infamous. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Bruce. He's a quarterback whisperer, somewhat.
Okay.
He throws the fuck out of the football.
I'm playing against Chris Godwin. He's a start, obviously. He was the 1B. He automatically becomes the 1. Like there's no. He's not a 1A.
He's Neo
one.
in this one.
Yeah,
he is the one.
You know what I mean, he's gonna draw Darius Slay, but like if you're a great route runner, you know what I'm saying, like a Stephon Diggs or like a Chris Godwin, you know what I mean. You can he's not super eraser. You know what I mean, Darius Slay.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm hoping, I think he changed his number. I be hitting him. I'm like, bruh, you got Godwin this week. Last week. And it's like, it's a bitch because I keep having to depend on Slay coming through for me. Like last week, it's like, look, you didn't do it, dog. I told you, you got Diggs. You know what I mean? And this week, it's like, fuck. And then, Darius Slay, I could already hear him. He'd be like, well, bruh, he has God and win in his name. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
bro, you're supposed to know that.
But plus, he's attached to my Infamous, and I fucking love Chris Godwin. Even though I'm playing against him, it's like, Chris Godwin, go ahead and eat because we eat together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Tampa rolls in this game. I just don't believe in anything Detroit's doing.
But you know what, though? I think Blau makes it a game because they're just going to throw it a lot. And, like, I'm playing against Danny Amendola. He's probably going to pile up a bunch of receptions. He's been getting, like, 8 targets a game for the past 3 fucking weeks. I'm playing against – I'm not playing anyone who has – I know, I hate that shit.
Motherfucker.
It's like, you know why, too? He's been extremely durable for Danny Amendola
It's because they haven't really relied on him.
Yeah.
I think he missed a few weeks, didn't he, in the middle of the season?
You're right.
All right.
I mean, and Galladay, he's going to be a target monster.
It's a player's Galladay?
Yeah, it could be. It's the matchup, too.
I hate both. I hate Detroit right now. I'm just down. My favorite Detroit player is Bo Scarborough. But
he's not going to be in this game neither. And it's a bad matchup anyway.
Is he hurt?
Yeah, he's hurt.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think he's ruled
Big
out.
Bo?
Yeah, Big Bo. I love you, Big Bo. You had some moments.
He's questionable.
Yeah,
it's a bad matchup. Yeah, ribs. All right, anyways. All right, so that game, I like Tampa to roll.
This year, no one rolls out their running backs with rib injuries. Before, they'd be like the flag jacket. Yeah, they're not doing that this year.
Let's see.
It's the trend.
Patriots, Bengals. Patriots are on the Cincinnati. They got some good tape on Cincinnati's sideline. They're ready.
Right?
They know all the signs.
I love that they're back to their cheating ways. Or maybe it never left.
No, they just didn't get caught.
You're right. Because I love a good bad guy.
To quote the great Eddie Guerrero,
we lie.
No,
we cheat. Okay, go
cheat
ahead.
to win or something like that. What is
cheat
it?
To win.
You ain't cheating. You ain't trying. One of those.
That one's great.
Yeah. R.I.P. Eddie Guerrero.
Hey, because you know what, too? He was always juicing, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was trying to stay ahead of the game.
He was the guy always, when the ref was, he hit the ref or something.
Oh, yeah.
Pull something in front of the ring.
Hard.
You remember
Frog Splash was vicious. Hell yeah, bro.
Wasn't he boys with like Conan for a minute?
He
Who
was
his sidekick? He had a homie.
No, it was his real legit cousin, Chavo Guerrero. Chavo. Hey, yo, Chavo. And you know what was dope is that like they weren't afraid. They were regular.
Great memory.
They're Mexican Americans. But then they weren't afraid to really turn
Chavo
up.
was like the pretty boy looking one, right?
Yeah.
Was he? I gotta look him up now.
You know what? The more handsome one was Eddie Guerrero.
No, he was like the grungy uncle.
Oh wait, never mind. You're right. Eddie Guerrero's the one with the mustache.
With the longer hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He looked like he's from the '80s. Like he looked like he was trying to look like he was from the '80s.
I think I have his face in my head.
Chavo. I don't. Actually, they're both kind of ugly. I mean, I'm
Let me see.
Comfortable with my sexuality. I'm a heterosexual man. I can tell you if a man's ugly or not.
Oh yeah.
You
Chavo.
know what I'm saying?
Chavo.
Hey, no, Guerrero used to do the snap suplex, the consecutive snap suplexes in a row.
That's right.
And then he would do the hips, and then he'd stand up. And then, like, I remember my dad.
Wait, you're talking about the Val Venus hips?
No, listen. Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero, he gets you in the suplex when you headlock him, and you put the arm like this, right?
Yes, I know that.
And then do a snap suplex, right? Like really fast, wow. Then he's still holding on to him. Then he would do his hips like he's breakdancing and spin it around and stand up and pick the guy up and do another one. And he would do like 3 that the audience would count.
Oh yeah. I remember that one. He's throwing him around the ring.
You know who he kicked it with tough? Like real life homies, like and in the wrestling world, it was him, Chris Benoit,
I don't say Owen Wilson or Owen
No,
Hart because none of them are alive.
No, I know,
R.I.P.
right? Hey, but yeah, it was Guerrero, Benoit, Dean Malenko, like all these guys. They were all the cruiserweights. They were all like the smaller guys. And then when they came to the WWF, they all started juicing like a bitch. And it was dope though, because now they're all jacked, and they were the little guys like just flying around. You know what I mean? Like look at Rey Mysterio Jr. Yo, when he came to the WWF,
he was dope.
Yeah, but he was yoked as fuck. He was a skinny fucker flying around in WCW.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Juice to the gills.
Well, because Vince McMahon would be like, hey,
Looking a little
I know a guy, he could do something about
Vince was juiced too.
Fuck yeah, Vince is jacked.
He was juiced.
He's like 70, and he was like in Time Magazine like a year ago. Jacked, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was like the Time Magazine article, but it was like pictures of him like working out in the gym and shit. Like, he's funny. He's bringing that XFL back. He's serious. He's got vendetta against the NFL, dog. And you know what's funny is I think someone probably convinced him too. Like, yo, you could like be a breeding like a cesspool, and like you could sell these players off. Because the league could be like, hey, we want this guy right here. He looks pretty good. Oh yeah, well. Have your people call my people.
Make an offer on them?
Yeah, like sell players or just hold players by their rights.
Sounds real 1940-ish.
I mean, shit, this guy is fucking 70-something.
1850-ish.
He's like, well, I know. Right?
We like that thoroughbred you got over there playing tailback. Damn. How many shillings do you want?
That's horrible because
it sounds like that.
Because the analogy, you're basically referencing slavery, and the analogy of sports
or the movie Get
like,
Out.
I know, right? Fuck.
I mean, the way you worded it.
Hey, you know what's funny is like, do you notice the little things in the movie Get Out? Like when he's literally picking cotton out of the Tylenol shit.
Oh yeah.
And stuff in his ears, but there's it's the little nuances, like, you know what I mean?
Who was the guy who made that movie? Did Jordan Peele make that movie?
Yeah. He's legit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Half white. He's one of those half black, half white dudes.
He's a hybrid.
Yeah, but then, he probably really realized, like, oh, my God, my half people, his mom's side, they're so terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got two cousins like that.
Because all his fucking, because he didn't grow up white. They looked at him like a black dude, you know what I mean? So he dealt with all the same racist shit, you know what I mean? But all through his movies, he like the references are crazy. Like, he's so good because he's referencing a lot of social shit, you know what I mean? All throughout all his films, even in did you see the other one? The one where the foods they come out from the ground?
Mm-mm. Which one?
Fuck, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. Anyways, I digress. What game were we on? We went from Infamous. Oh, we're on the Infamous. Man, you know what, Jameis? I hope you go out and have a big outing. You know what I mean? Every week.
No, we went to Pittsburgh, New England, Cincinnati.
Oh, New England, Cincinnati. That's right. Oh, the cheaters. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm playing against Tom Brady. He's gonna kick my ass, and that's like, that might have been the weakest attempt of a reverse jinx ever because I said it, didn't believe it, but it's like it's so believable that it's like, oh my God. And then Julian Edelman, he obviously playing him. N'Keal Harry, he might be banged up. If he doesn't play, I think in DFS I love Jacoby Myers.
Really?
Because they target the fuck out of him, dude.
It's gonna be Edelman all day.
I know, but I'm just saying, dog. Like,
and when Edelman's done,
when
Brady will
it's
be
not
done.
Edelman, it's Jacoby Myers.
What about the running backs?
The running backs, damn. Just because of the matchup, I want to say Michelle because it should be his style of game. Pound him up the gut, but like, I think they're just not fucking around with anyone who's not cutting it right now. So I think it's just James White and it's just Julian Edelman in season long, and you're rolling out Brady. On the other side,
Sony Michel, his like projections are like cut in half almost from his normal. It's like 10, 12 in between there.
Yeah,
now
it's
like
6, 5 and 6.
Yeah, which is bad. That's like backup running back status. So that's where he is.
Because
That's where he belongs.
For a team that runs the most in like the top 3, that percentage of running the ball, within the 5-yard line. They haven't even been giving him those opportunities. So that's why the projections are, you know what I mean? Because before it'd be good for like 1 or 2 goal line touches.
Right.
Because they're getting down there.
And he couldn't convert them.
No. And they're not having that. Matter of fact, if you can convert 1 in a night, they're like, go ahead, you can have 3 more.
Right.
Shout out to Jarvis Gray.
You mean Ben Jarvis Green Ellis?
No, Jarvis Gray. Remember him?
Oh, no. It was Jonas Gray.
Jonas Gray. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right.
You got me there with the Jarvis.
Yeah, because it was we're talking Bengals too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. On the Bengals side, I mean, Tyler Boyd. I mean, shit. Like, I don't feel comfortable with him. But if you're in it and you got here, that's one of those times you say, "Well, he got me here." You know what I mean? But really, did he? I don't know.
No, he didn't get you there.
No. But still, I mean, I just temper expectations on everyone except for Joe Mixon. I think Joe Mixon's the truth. I'm a Joe Mixon truther. I love seeing what he's been doing because it's like it's just what you're supposed to do with that type of running back. Use him in every facet. He's a 3-down back. Use him in every game script. Like, the volume should give him.
Yeah, he's the only guy. What about John Ross? What do you think about John Ross in this matchup? Or like
I think John Ross could have some garbage time bombs.
Just catch a cheap one?
Yeah, like say like they're down 2 scores. It's like, a minute to go, and then they're like, boom, John Ross will get the big bomb to the house. They'll try to onside kick. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see any scenario. Here's one thing. That line in New England, super bad. So bad. Like, them having a great line every year and even be able to move guys around and make the line good and stable, running and run blocking and pass protection, they haven't been able to do that this year. And oddly enough, Cincinnati in this past 4 weeks, they've been up there in the league with pressures. All of a sudden, Geno Atkins is just like, yo, we got to, we can get that the quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like there is some remnants of like, and just. But still though, the Patriots, they've only been getting had by good coach teams, and
they lost to Mahomes, Watson, and Lamar Jackson.
Exactly.
So the Patriots are fine. They lost to good players.
Yeah.
Good quarterbacks. Good
Smash play for the Patriots defense.
Yeah.
If you could pay up for them in DFS, I like them too.
All right, let's see. Let's talk about another game here. Rams Cowboys.
Okay.
Let's get to that, and then we'll get to the Vikings Chargers.
Yeah.
Rams Cowboys. What's your vibe on it? Speak on it. 'Cause I got.
Take a piss.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Talk about your boy Dak.
Okay, my boy Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? He's another one of those cats, playmakers, that I was brought around on him. Like, he made me see some things. He showed me some things. I was like, I need to acquire this man, and I made a move for him in a super flex league. You know what I'm saying? And Prescott's been averaging 300 yards a game. And I'm so happy with it because if you can just sprinkle 1 or 2, like if he has a 300-yard outing and 1 touchdown, you're not mad at that. That's pretty much been his floor. But this is a tough secondary with the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Ramsey's going to be on Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Michael Gallup's going to have Troy Smith on him. You know what I'm saying? Troy Smith's actually, he's a rookie. He's been coming around. You know what I mean? Light up this blunt real quick. Who else is on this motherfucker? Zeke is he's a must start, obviously. Just and right to be honest, Zeke owners will probably tell you it's really been more name brand than anything. Like, because there's no way you have a better option than Zeke because where you drafted him. But it's like, damn, I kind of not looking at him in DFS at least. You know what I mean? Like, Zeke is just, I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe this is a game. They try to emphasize the run more, but surprisingly, they've been a more balanced team this year. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys, they normally are a team that's heavy giving up, you know what I'm saying? A heavy, not giving up, heavy percentage of running, like always like in the high 50s compared to passing it. And they're damn near even this year with passing the ball and running the ball. Who else? On the other side of the ball, Dylan, I love Cooper Kupp in this one.
The boy Coop?
Yeah.
He's back?
Yeah, because Here's the thing: is slot receivers have been eating on them. That's why, like, at least Anthony Miller salvaged his shit with a touchdown. You know what I mean? I was just running through about
Right.
Cooper. Cooper's gonna have Jalen Ramsey, and here's the one thing.
You love Bobby Woods, right?
Love Bobby Woods.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But I also love. But see, here's the thing too: is I think Bobby Woods will draw Byron Jones, and normally that would be bad. But it's like Byron Jones also looks like he's just. Now I don't want to say making business decisions, but it's like come on, like there's been a couple times where it's like a motherfucker's like shoestring tackling a motherfucker, like, yo, you supposed to wrap that man up right when he caught that ball, like, you know what I mean? You're just watching him. It's like instead of making a play on the ball too, when the guy's trying to catch it, he's just waiting for him to catch it, and then all this shoestring tackle, like, come on, Byron Jones. You know what I mean? But like, and then I mean, you know what's funny is like you can beat these guys deep, but they're just not throwing to Brandon Cooks. You know what I mean? Jared Goff. I think if you got here with him, this is a good. This is like Jared Goff is in one of those positions. The Rams in general, they got to win this game. I mean, so do the Cowboys. So I kind of like the over. You know, I was talking about how Zeke, like, you know, Zeke's still been doing Zeke things, but it's like I'm not looking at him in DFS. You're obviously gonna play him in season long. You know what I mean? Gurley's in a smash spot. David Montgomery, I know you're not really around
David
on game.
Montgomery.
Yeah, I'm just kind of related to last week's game.
Okay.
David Montgomery had like 80 something yards on the ground, and he's David Montgomery. Mm-hmm. One thing you notice about this Rams team is there used to be a lot of zone running and power, and they would mix in power run. They've been more of like between the tackles running team and an inside power run team. And that's working right now. And I think that's just because the personnel that they have on the offensive line, that's what they're better at. They're not great at zone run blocking, and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because, you kind of need more athletic guys to do shit like that too. You know what I mean? And Andrew Whitworth's kind of, he's hella old. So maybe that, it's like, okay, this is working now. This inside running, you know what I'm saying? And they're just feeding him. So that's been helping everyone else outside too. Like, this is actually, like, they just said, fuck it. All right, Gurley. I know you got arthritis or whatever, but we're gonna run you until you can fucking die. For real though.
Yeah, I mean, and Dallas has not been playing great, so I mean, like,
no,
they should be able to kind of.
And it's like
get what they want against them.
It's like, and then it's like, look at the personnel matchups. Like Randall Cobb's he's gonna draw Bradley Roby Coleman. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Troy Smith, the rookie's been playing pretty well outside. He's gonna be on Gallup, and then he'll probably get double coverage love because they'll give him double coverage love if need be, because they'll 100% know that Jalen Ramsey can handle
Coop. Is he a bench?
He's not a bench. He's Cooper.
So, but is
because you know what? Coop's another one of those guys. Showed me something this year. He could run routes like a motherfucker. Like what his college profile is coming out of college. Now it's like I'm seeing it now because you didn't see that much in.
Yeah, he no injury report on him this week, which is a great sign. So.
Oh yeah.
You gotta love that. So yeah, okay. I like him getting healthier. Jalen Ramsey does scare me a little bit on that.
Well, here's one thing: is Marcus Peters used to talk a shitload of shit to Cooper, and then they would move Cooper around as much as they could away from him. This is when Peters used to play for the Chiefs, and Peters never would follow him into the slot. Mm-hmm. So the only games that he would eat against the Chiefs, it would be always out of the slot, right? No matter where you move him, he's gonna follow him in this game. You know what I mean?
Okay. So speaking of the Chiefs, that's another one we didn't talk about yet. They got Drew Lock coming in, a red hot Drew Lock.
Ooh, I like that. That's got a dope name because it works right now.
Right, just today. Kansas City's gonna beat their ass.
I hope so. I hope because you know what we're seeing. We're seeing another Shanahan ripoff, like and be effective.
Who's the Shanahan ripoff?
The OC over there
for Kansas City?
No,
for Denver.
For Denver.
Who is their coordinator?
He was the. Oh my God, you know this guy's name. He was the. I want to say either the quarterback coach.
Oh, it's the guy from the Niners.
Yeah. Starts with a D, I think.
I said it last time.
Yeah, you had it right. You pulled it right out the bag, and I was like, yes, him. But he's so. No offense, kind of banged up in this game though. So that I think because that's how you would be able to attack Kansas City. Like it's
Rich Scangarello.
There it is.
There it is. Man, I said Gangarello, I think, last time.
I like that better.
Yeah.
That was when he was with us. Because it was Bang Bang Niner game.
Scangarello. Okay. There it is.
Yeah. But that mother, you know what I'm saying? So he implicates a Shanahan type of system. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, Lindsey and I even think Freeman's the flex here.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. I think that ship has sailed.
I mean, the snap count.
Is it back up? Because I thought they were leaning on Lindsey lately.
They have been. It's just that when the snap counts haven't been far off though. But Lindsey's just getting, when he's on the field, they're using him. But like he's been in a lot of goal line packages, almost as much as Lindsey Freeman.
Right.
Like a matter of fact, he caught the touchdown pass last week.
Freeman did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. That's a bold call. I like that. That's one of your bold calls. Yeah. See, that's where I can't make these bold calls like that. So
but you know what though? It's because like I be hitting on them, so it's like I sometimes I don't be afraid to get even bolder because it's like I might have 4 or 5 of them and 1 or 2 of them will hit and I'll be like they'll compensate for my crazier calls. Like even just like I think almost every green bean game I called, and if it wasn't, you'd be like, no love for the green bean, nah. Like for certain weeks.
You called like the first 6 weeks of the green bean.
Yeah, you're right, and I might have hit like on 2 of those out of those 6, but like after that, I was only calling the green bean his number every time it was time to play him.
Okay, and you were been right lately.
If we would have had a show this week earlier, I would have said he's a sit against whatchamacallit, the Ravens. But anyways, the Chiefs, on the Chiefs side, it's really just Tyreek Hill. And it's really just, this is amazing, where it's just Tyreek Hill and it's just Travis Kelce.
Oh, I would love some Kelce.
I know, right?
We need that.
Actually, I'm playing against him. Yeah, I still feel for you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I only have him one spot, but I need him.
Tyreek Hill time. Let's go. You know what, though? You know what's crazy is Chris Harris, you know what I mean? Like, he knows how to play against Tyreek Hill. And, like, it is Vic Fangio. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, here's the thing. TK Noodle, that's how you attack Denver's defense. That's how you attack them.
I like that. All right, so I think we only got a couple more games here. We're both on.
Oh, and none of the running backs, I'm not feeling comfortable with them. I think Damian Williams already got, he's expected to not play. No,
it's going to be Shady and Darwin. And it's fucking Spencer Ware in there.
I know, just fucking everything up for each other.
Okay, Vikings, Chargers. Alexander Madison was ruled out. It's the only guy I know off the top of my head.
Yep.
So what's your?
I think Thielen is set to come back.
He's still questionable, so he's probably going to be a true game time on.
Yeah.
Him. So
they kind of need him here.
They do need him
because the secondary option. That's the guy. That's how you attack them, the Chargers. Because Casey Hayward, he's gonna be glued to Diggs. Diggs is actually showing me some shit this year, though.
Oh, he's been balling.
Yeah, like he's kind of he's getting into my matchup proof like category pretty soon here. Like this game will probably solidify.
Well, there's only a few more games. So
yeah, I'm just saying, like this game with these cover corners, he's had a lot of cover corners that failed me because I've played against a lot of Diggs this year for some reason.
I can Diggs it.
Yeah. Cook, he wasn't questionable all week. He's smashing right here. I'm worried about Kirk Cousins if anyone's a Kirk Cousins guy this week. Because you could run on the Chargers, you can't pass on them. And the Chargers, QBs against them, they average a QB what is it called? A 13th overall finish and down. No one's finished QB1 like on average. Pretty sure there's been some QB1 weeks. No, I don't think so at all this year.
Really? Against the Chargers?
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Because the secondary is legit. You can run on them. So that has something to do with it too. A lot of these teams, they run down there. Look at Damian Williams. Didn't he have before he got out that game, he had a touchdown in New Mexico?
He did.
Right? And then who else had one? Shady later on that game? So that hurt Mahomes, right? Mahomes had a 1 touchdown pass that game, right? I think it was Kelce. I'm just thinking of the last notable quarterback that played them. And then, Minshew, he got destroyed by them. And then they have Derwin James back. That helps everything. Derwin James, he's going to be... bye-bye Kyle Rudolph this week.
Oh, I thought he was going to do something last week. He was cheap. Kyle Rudolph, that was.
Yeah.
Threw him in a DFS. But what about like Mike Williams, Keenan Allen?
Love him.
You could pass on Minnesota now, right?
You been. Yeah. It's not even a trend. It just is what it is this year. Like, they lead the league in giving up most touchdown receptions to opposing wide receivers.
What about Melvin Gordon Eckler?
Love him.
Love him. So smash
Yeah.
all
But love Austin Eckler more than anything.
He's surpassing Gordon
because he catches the ball.
He's the guy there.
Yeah, and
Gordon's just the guy.
And okay, let me rephrase that. Don't love him as much. I like Gordon. I like Gordon. I think he's okay, but then I like more. I like better Austin Eckler in this game because he's gonna pile up the receptions. Because only one backfield did damage to them all year actually, and that was Seattle.
Ooh.
So.
All right, so yeah, that's another.
Yeah, it's actually a bad matchup actually for them.
Okay, all right, so a couple more games because I know we're going long here. So
yeah,
we'll get
that's
to
what she said.
Hey.
Okay,
Philly, Washington. I mean, that's not. I don't really even want to talk about that game. No, Alshon. My boy loves the Scottish lad over here. That's about it. I mean, Adrian Peterson, he might be a nice play here. Darius Geis, the poltergeist, he's back on the IR where he's comfortable. Alshon's on the IR. He's out. He's done for this season. So, I mean, Philly, you're going to roll out some Zach Ertz. Love that play. Carson Wentz, kind of not feeling him, but, I mean, he's going to produce. He's going to get his 250 plus and 2 to 3 touchdowns in this game. Boston Scott, I'm interested to see what Boston Scott and Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard, how that all factors in. I don't even know if Howard's playing. Let me look. If he's out, he's questionable. Let me see. Questionable. Expected again to be sidelined. Okay. So if that's the case, yeah, you can roll out some Boston Scott in this spot again, and he's gonna love some Miles Sanders. I know that, which is sure, but it's just an ugly matchup. But Philly should be able to get what they want, put up 24, 27 at least. So you're rolling out your Philly guys. I get that, but tell me why you love the Scottish lad. Is he gonna be down and he's? I mean, he made a dope-ass catch last week.
So week 1 tore them up. Do you remember that?
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when we bought the bagpipes after week 1.
See, here's the thing, too, is because he was one of those dudes where it was like when we were going over the rookie crop of receivers, and I was like, this kid, Terry fucking McLaurin. I didn't even have a nickname for him yet. And you're like, who the fuck is Terry McLaurin? It was just the way he profiled. Runs a 4.3. He runs like a complete route tree. You know what I'm saying? And then he had the college correlation with
Haskins.
Haskins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know Haskins really sucked. You know what I mean? You just kind of hope that for this player that could be a shiny new toy. You know what I mean? But anyways, what did Darius Slayton do?
When?
Last week on Monday night against the Eagles.
Darius Slayton?
Yeah, he tore them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the speedy, athletic receiver. That's who's been tearing up the Eagles. Whoever's fast as fuck on the outside is killing them. Whoever's a great route runner on the outside is killing them. I mean, granted, you got to worry about Dwayne Haskins getting him the ball.
Right. I mean, but it's going to be – they're going to probably be down, and
he's
the one guy they're really looking for.
The one league that I was in, I got eliminated, but that's the one I had Wentz in because I stupidly didn't play Tannehill apparently over him. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I know, right? Fucking really. But here's the thing: is like Wentz don't have nobodies, no Jeffrey. There's gonna be no Arcega Whiteside, no Nelson Aguilar.
Is Aguilar out too?
Yeah, he's not expected to play.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Zach Ertz show. It's gonna be the Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
And what about Boston Scott? That's what I was telling the people. You like him in the Scott? Jordan Howard is slated to be sidelined.
Boston Scott
or Miles Sanders.
Okay, you know when Boston Scott came in the game last week?
No,
because they were trailing.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think that's or if they're gonna get in hurry up, then we'll see Boston Scott. I think he's a DFS play only. I guess pick him up. You know what I mean? If you're gonna block him or something, he's not someone I'm starting though.
Okay, good.
You know what I mean? But and I hope I didn't just jinx it because I need Miles Sanders, baby. You know why Jordan Howard's chilling? I committed to call, hit him up, bro. Just You know, it's almost Christmas. You know what I mean? Just
Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz. Those are the pass catchers in this
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is Goddard's snap count in the past 3 weeks is like down in the 60s. He was getting up in the 80s. Like, he was getting up there closer to Ertz. It's like, it's tethering off. It's weird. Like, matter of fact, they had some guy Perkins out there.
Paul Perkins?
No, in overtime, they had some other tight end, whatever his name, Perkins. It was like something Perkins, where I was like, where the fuck is Dallas Goedert at? It's weird.
Yeah, he should be in there, though.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Even more crazier? I like the Redskins to cover this game.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think they show. Well, Philly's not good.
No, they're not. Like,
good.
I'm coming around to it now.
Yeah,
it took me that long.
It took a while, but I mean,
it was right in my face all year.
I thought the Cowboys were good for a while, and they're not good either.
They were just good against bad teams,
right? And they beat up on early. You know, they started off hot, and then they lost to the Jets, and you know that all happened. All right, enough Philly, Washington. Let's see, a couple more games. What didn't we touch on?
Oh, Peterson. I like Peterson in DFS.
Right. Guys is out in the IR. I mentioned that to the people. All right, let's move to Sunday night, where Buffalo-Pittsburgh in an ugly matchup where you don't really want to have any piece of this. So,
you know what's crazy?
Though, like me, you're fucking not feeling it.
You know what? I love Buffalo in this game.
Do you?
Fucking love them.
I mean, they're the better team.
The public is on Pittsburgh just because the public's always on Pittsburgh, like the same way they're always on the Cowboys, right? But here, check this out. There is such a thing where it's like they flex this game out. You know what I mean? They flexed this game to the night game.
Uh-huh.
I think originally it was supposed to be Cowboys and Rams.
Really? They moved that out. It's interesting.
I think so, yeah. I forget who the original night game was. But they definitely flexed Buffalo into the night game. And here's the thing is Buffalo, this is only going to be Josh Allen's second national performance.
Will he be the bumbling idiot, the glorious idiot that you think he is?
He's going to be more bumbling than ever. Because this defense is going to he's going to be a member of the Pick Six Club this week.
This game might be hard.
Yeah.
It might be hard TV to watch. I might be tired. I might be fed up with football by the time
Hey,
this game comes on.
I hope that I'm watching that game and I'm enjoying it for what it is because I have nothing in that game. And I hope I'm not far off in my own matchup where I can just watch this game.
Yes.
And
Manifest it. Manifest it. I got two.
Yeah.
I got. There's a lot. Dude has Devin Singletary and Deontay.
Okay.
I got Connor.
You know what? How about this? If Connor, if I had to choose between the two, Connor's gonna be the one that eats. Singletary, he's been seeing all the the snap counts of a quote unquote workhorse running back, but on the goal line, they still, if they're gonna call a running back's number so far, it's been Frank Gore's, and everyone knows that my man, the Stallion, is gonna call his own goddamn number. You know what I'm saying? But same thing where it's like. The Stallion, first of all, he's hella bigger than the Kyler Murray. So it's like these speedy receivers, he might just run them the fuck over. The speeder linebackers, because they're good at stopping mobile quarterbacks. They held Russell Wilson in check on the ground. They did it to Kyler Murray. They kind of they didn't hold him in check, but Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? But it's just like the size and physicality of a Josh Allen. Like he's gonna, in prime time too. The Stallion.
So you like Buffalo's a better team right now, more complete. They have their starting
better quarterback.
Yeah, so.
But I think I think Steve what's his name? Sean McDermott.
Uh-huh.
I think he's in line for Coach of the Year and when they get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think Kyle Shanahan's kind of got that.
Yeah, I like that because of the fact of the team turning around type aspect.
But Buffalo, he's going to be right there in that conversation for sure.
And what's his name? Probably
Mike
Tomlin leads the conversation right now.
Yeah, it's like the Kyle Shanahan's going to win, though, when it's all said and done.
Shout out to Kyle Shanahan. Happy birthday.
All right, let's move to Monday night.
Tomorrow's his birthday.
No, he's already happened or something like that.
Shanahan?
He's 40, yeah. I heard him on the radio today.
I thought it was the 14th.
He's 40 now. He says he feels old.
Hold on. When's Kyle Shanahan's birthday?
Maybe it's...
Kyle Shanahan's birthday is tomorrow.
See?
I
know my Sagittarius brothers.
Very, very good. That's my daughter's birthday. I think we talked about that.
Oh, yeah. Dope.
Tomorrow. So, anyways. All right. Last game, Monday night.
You got to feed the creative side of them.
Indy and the Saints should be the Drew Brees show on national TV, right?
I mean, yeah, because they're coming off a bad game, but like this Colts team, they're coached so well that like for instance, you know why they had the handful with like who did they lose to? Oakland. Who do they lose to? The Bucks. When they lose to other good teams, not other good teams, when they lose to good teams, it's a close one. They lose to these bad teams that like it's almost like they played down the competition.
Oh yeah, for sure. So what do you think they play up in this one?
Yeah, whenever like I said, they play down the competition when it's bad teams. Like when Oakland came in there, they looked like a good team. No, they're not. They just played down the competition. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what's who's your smashes in this spot? What about like Marlon Mack and Pascal? You like them at all in this spot? Marcus Johnson.
I like
Ty might
I
play.
like Zach Pasquale.
Ty might play.
There's
in
no
this game.
yeah, because you know what? He's trending, right?
He's still playing. He's questionable. He hasn't been ruled out.
Tomorrow or today, Saturday, that'll be the tell. Obviously, because it's a Monday night game.
Right. So you're gonna want to grab a Marcus Johnson if you got a guy like Ty.
Yeah, if you're gonna
sitting out there,
yeah.
maybe if Pascal's out there. In some
Yeah.
sour
Oh
league.
yeah. If Pascal exists out there somehow, grab him. Because here's the thing: say there's no Ty, I would like Pascal better than Marcus Johnson because Pascal gets moved into the slot sometimes, and like anyone in the slot's eating against the Saints. That's how you attack them. Circa Emmanuel Sanders.
All right. And what about the Saints side? It's just Michael Thomas, Kamara,
Just all the
Murray.
auto, it's just the auto start guys.
And then you'll catch a random touchdown.
I guess if you're waiting on Jared Cook, there should be more confirmation tomorrow if he's cleared or not. Because that should come out by Saturday since it's a Monday night game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
let me pull up Jared Cook because that's a big one there. I think.
Fucking hate Jared Cook. You know what's funny? I know every other Niner out there. You know, even though they don't have no quarrels with him in that first quarter.
Practice in full today.
Oh, he's in there. That means he's trending to play.
Yeah, so
He's
it's a smash spot.
I'd say it is a smash spot because they've been not so bad against tight end, the Colts, but they haven't played notable tight ends. And sad to say, Jared Cook he's kind of a notable tight end.
Yeah, he's in a shallow league this year. He's
There's no way to not like the Saints in this though, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say there. Brissett might make it a game a little bit. Throw some
Oh
yards.
shit, Marlon Mack people can play him with confidence.
With confidence.
Yeah,
Someone asked me about. Oh no, yeah.
because you at least guaranteed a half.
I
First
kind of think
half.
the Saints might kind of boat race them a
The
little
Saints, listen, the Saints, they're going to be without Marcus Davenport. They're going to be without, there's another linebacker. Like, they're going to be without, there's two notable guys on their, in their front seven.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be, and you have arguably the best run blocking offensive line in the game with the Colts. So it's just football math. Like I feel like, because they're gonna try to keep this game close and slow down. That's what the Colts are gonna do. They're gonna try to play this slow pace offense, and it's gonna be because they have Mac back too. So
Return of the Mac.
yeah, still like the Saints in it.
Yeah. So all right, well, I mean, that's every matchup we went through this week. I think we can put a bow on it.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. It's time to get to the Super Bowl now, man.
Okay. Normally we would set a lineup for DFS, but let's just fuck that. Let's give me 2 more minutes and just tell me something that you're what's going through the Goo's head right now. What's some of the Goo's
My dilemmas? Is that what you want to know?
Yeah.
I would love to. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
Thank you for asking.
No, I need to know these things because you are human.
So yes, and you know what?
You
We
are
are
the
playmakers together in this. So you know what? We root for each other.
Yeah, of
So
course.
all right, I need you to start 2 of these guys. I need 2 of them, and it's not great options, but here we go.
Okay.
The receivers. We got Curtis Samuel.
Okay.
We got Anthony Miller. We got John Ross. We got Brashad Perryman, and then we got the Ty Marcus Johnson combo. So I need 2 of those guys.
Okay, run them back, man.
Curtis Samuel
versus
versus Seattle. Anthony Miller versus Green Bay. John Ross versus New England. Ty and Marcus Johnson and Brashad Perryman. Sorry, Perryman too. Kind of like Perryman.
You know what's crazy is, okay, Curtis Samuel, Brashad Perryman, T.Y. Hilton, and if it's not T.Y. Hilton, Marcus Johnson. So let's just say Marcus Johnson.
And Anthony Miller's in there.
Yeah, so every one of those guys, except for Anthony Miller, are all boom or bust guys, essentially. They're the big play guys.
Right.
Right? So I'm throwing in Miller so you have some kind of stability.
Mm-hmm.
And then now it's like, then I almost want the combination of Ty and Marcus Johnson. Because if Ty plays, you play him. You know what I mean?
Even in a limited basis,
I mean, okay. Remember when he tried to come back?
he'd be a bomb or bust. Was that the term?
Yeah, but you know what though? They would use bomber bust more so is Marcus Johnson. If there's no Ty, because then it will be more focused on giving Zach Pasquale all the slot. Because when Ty plays, they put him in the slot too.
Right.
And I think if Ty plays, he'd be more so in the slot. Because Frank Reich is smart. He's going to be like, we're going to make Lattimore follow him into the slot if that's the case. And Lattimore doesn't really do that. He'll shadow a guy on the outsides. I noticed that too against Emmanuel Sanders.
So then all right. So you're going Anthony Miller and then the Ty Marcus Johnson combo?
That's what I would do. I mean, because
I was leaning on Rashad Perryman a little bit.
I like it too because the matchup he'll be matched up against Rashad Melvin for the Detroit Lions.
And Slay's gonna be all over Godwin.
Yeah.
He's gonna get all that coverage.
And Perryman's actually been coming through.
He's been looking better.
He's been getting the bombs. Like, you know, he's a true
He's
bomber.
going to get a ton of targets,
He's a
too.
bomber bust.
He's going to get more targets than I think Anthony Miller
There's
and
this other
Samuel.
dude, Justin Watson.
Yeah.
Right? So he's gonna run the Mike. They see. Okay, out of everything that happened with Mike Evans being gone, the only person that stays the same is Rashad Perriman. Nothing changes for him because now it's not like
he doesn't move into Mike Evans' spot.
No, it's not like he's gonna run. It's not like he's gonna run the because Mike Evans he'll run the routes that go over the middle too. You know what I mean? And that as soon as Justin Watson came in the game, that's what he was doing. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they'll look to Mike Evans on possession plays, like third downs. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna. You know, it's not like Perriman's gonna jump into that role. He's gonna continue to do. He's a field stretcher. He's like Mike Wallace. Like that's why there's no coincidence the Ravens had
He can
him.
catch the big one though.
Yeah, and he has been.
Right. So yeah. I don't know. That's a tough
You know
one.
what though?
We'll reconvene on that.
You know why though too? It's like I love Infamous, but it's just also tying it into the hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So all right. Well, you know what?
Like okay, what would you look at? Who do you think? I don't want to say this like I'm trying to figure out how to word this because I don't want to be like, well, who would you want to go down with the ship? You know, I don't.
Curtis Samuel. I have no loyalties to any of these guys. I mean,
Yeah.
Ty. I mean, is T.Y. Hilton. So like that's one guy. Like it's like if he's gonna play,
because the pitch count could be real though.
yeah, and he can re-aggravate that quick. And
Yeah.
it could be like we're fighting for this is our last
And it is
hurrah.
the Saints
Like if they
defense.
lose this game, their season's
Because-
probably
no, but
already
see,
over. But
you know what's crazy too is like this could bank on the Steelers game. If the Steelers lose, the Colts are back in it again. Like they're not mathematically eliminated.
exactly. So I think that's like why Ty hasn't been shelved already. It's because
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
So if
exactly.
they don't win this game, he might be done. And it's like if it gets ugly and he's he could get pulled.
The
quick.
fact that he's practicing is a trip because it's like
he's trying.
I know.
He's trying. All right. Well, you know what? We'll reconvene on that one.
Yeah.
We'll need more data as we go.
You want to know what I'm worried about?
Let's go. Let's hear it.
Is that like I didn't have to really think about my lineup this week.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
I know,
That's
but
what
see,
I
that
wish I
worries
had.
me though. Because it's like I feel like I feel so great about rolling out my lineup that like I don't really have to think twice about nothing when it's like for instance, like I legit thought about Marcus Johnson over Hollywood Brown and like I'm so grateful for what Hollywood did for me. Where it's like, okay, and now I have to think about nothing else. Like I just like Jordan Howard is like I had watched him because I had Miles Sanders and it was like, okay, and I'm confidently rolling on my guys, but then it's like, okay, here's really what I'm worried about. Is the fact that I'm confidently rolling on my guys. I have this team I don't really have to think, make any decisions about. Just rolling them all out. The one guy I had to make a tough decision about, I started him last night and he did his thing. But here's the one thing. I'm on a revenge narrative. This is the guy who's eliminated me in several different playoff scenarios. I've never beat him in the dance. You know what I mean?
That means it's your time.
I want it bad.
It's your time.
I
It's
want
the
it
playmaker.
bad, but I'm trying not. To go back to what I'm worried about is I'm trying not to worry about me being so confident and wanting to kill him at the same time. Like, oh, but like I've been ready for you, and now look at who I brought with me this time. You know what I mean? Like, cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. And then also like he has these incredible matchups. You know what I mean? Where it's like it doesn't really matter what your team is when you have the better matchups. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm worried, bro.
Hey, and Kay, you know what? Kay, how about this? Shout out to Calvin Adon, but in one of our group threads, right? He comes out today, because the shout out to the Wiseman too. He was talking about, you know what I mean? Because he's in it still, right? In the TFL, and he was like, we're talking about it, and then Calvin Adon pops out of nowhere in the conversation. He's like, man, I don't like super flex. I think it's fluky. And he goes, fucking, I would have never had someone like Rivers. And then we're talking about Lamar Jackson, and then he pops out again. He goes, man, I picked up Rivers before Lamar Jackson. And I'm like, you would have been saying something different right now if you had Jackson in a super flex. Because not only do you have Jackson,
You would love it. You would
love it. You would be like, I love super flex. And then he says like this, super flex with 2 quarterbacks, it's fluky. Right? Exact words, verbatim. He says it's fluky. And I go, you know what? Sports is fluky.
Exactly.
I'm like, you can't. I'm like, ugh. It was one of those statements where I was like, he's just mad at the league. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
His season ended, just like everyone else's. I think that's it,
bro.
bro.
We're moving onward.
I'm ready. I'm on to Cincinnati. We're into the killing fields now.
We're trying to get to. You know what, playmakers? If you're out there, you know what I mean. Follow us at the GMM Network. Follow me at Logan Scott Free World. Follow my esteemed colleague the Goo at the Guru 408. Hey, I hope you noticed. Oh, shout out to our sponsor Milk and Honey. I hope you noticed I was trying to curve when you were trying to wrap it.
Oh, I know you were.
See how much time I know you curving.
I know you were. I know you were.
Don't leave me, Goo.
I gotta go. I got to go. It's that time.
For sure.
Hey, good work, my brother. Playmakers. We'll be back next week. We're gonna, it's championship edition. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's time. We'll be bragging or we'll be crying. One or the other. One or the other, brother.
It can't be both.
It cannot. Ugh.
Woo!
Is that good? Is it going?
Yeah, we're going. Oh, yeah, we're good, man.
My bad. I didn't mean to try to wrap.
Oh,
I'm still running.